Hello, good morning students. Today we are going to learn nationalism in India and this is part 4. In this part 4 we are going to learn non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement. We told you in the last video up to the topic of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. And before that already we discussed on the topic of 1919 February Rowlatt Act, which was commented as Black Act by Indians and which gave chance for arresting all the Indians without any crime. It means it gave a chance for arresting Indians without trial. That's why Indians commented Rowlatt Act as Black Act. And one more incident occurred in 1919 March, Montague-Chelmsford Act. Due to this Montague-Chelmsford Act, British government implemented diarchy in our India. Diarchy means dual government. It implemented dual government at provinces in our India. And both these acts rejected by our Indians. And under this Rowlatt Act, the famous leaders Dr. Satyapal and Saifuddin Kichlu were arrested. So Indians wanted to release the two famous leaders in order to continue our revolutionary movements in our India. That's why Indians planned to meet in a secret place, that was Jallianwala Bagh, a flower garden. Already we told you about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in the last video. And in all these three incidents, one was Jallianwala Bagh and the second one was Montague-Chelmsford Act, Diarchy, and the third one Rowlatt Act. So to discuss on these three acts, three incidents, Gandhiji did not satisfy and he wanted to launch a movement, a revolution against the British government, that was non-cooperation movement. Through this non-cooperation movement, Gandhiji advised all the Indians not to cooperate. So non-cooperation movement main theme is not to cooperate to any British representative by all of our Indians. It means Gandhiji advised all the Indians are advised not to cooperate to any British person. So he wanted to see without Indians' help how British wanted to continue their production and other activities. So industrial workers are advised, agricultural laborers also advised, even the peasants and artisans also advised to stop their work, to stop their cooperation to British government. But Gandhiji started non-cooperation movement at Nagpur conference in Maharashtra. He decided non-cooperation movement in 1920, and the main incidents of non-cooperation movement is Gandhiji advised Indians not to cooperate and wanted to come on to the public places and participate in demonstrations, strikes, hartals, agitations against British government. These are the important incidents in non-cooperation movement. But Gandhiji importantly told one important thing. So he wanted to continue non-cooperation movement with peace, truth and non-violence method. Peace, truth, non-violence methods. And how Gandhiji advised, he wanted to continue non-cooperation movement in a non-violence way. And as per the advice given by Gandhiji, Indians also continued the non-cooperation movement and they wanted to tour the entire India in order to wake up all the Indians, in order to make all Indians to participate in the movement. The movement was continued from 1920 up to 1922. In 1922, what happened? If we see, suddenly the non-cooperation movement leaders, they reached to the place in UP, a village. So, non-cooperation movement representatives, they reached to the village Dandi. They reached to the place Chauri Chaura, a village in UP. So we are talking about Uttar Pradesh, a place Chauri Chaura. So non-cooperation movement leaders reached along with Gandhiji to the village Chauri Chaura. When the people reached to Chauri Chaura incident, they reached to the place Chauri Chaura, an incident occurred. Because both the Chauri Chaura village local people and the British police, they met each other. When as soon as the British police saw the Chauri Chaura movement leaders, British police took lathi charge on the Chauri Chaura village local people. And by this lathi charge, many Chauri Chaura village people got wounded and some of them were died. By this incident, the Chauri Chaura village people became very angry. And the anger Chauri Chaura village people, they wanted to take revenge on British police. On the same day night, all the Chauri Chaura British police station, inside all the police members, they were in sleeping. Suddenly the Indians closed the doors. The Chauri Chaura village people closed the doors, and by pouring petrol on the police station, they ablated the police station. So the police station was burnt. In that severe burnings, inside the police, nearly 22 British policemen were died. This incident shocked entire the British government. And then with severe angry, British government ordered and gave heavy force of army, and British army was sent to India, and they reached to Chauri Chaura village. They arrested all the people of Chauri Chaura who especially participated in the incident. And along with the people, even they arrested Gandhiji also. And by this incident, Gandhiji stopped suddenly the non-cooperation movement. It means non-cooperation movement was stopped by Gandhiji in 1922 by Chauri Chaura incident. It means what was the actual nature of Chauri Chaura, nature of non-cooperation movement? So Gandhiji already advised the people to continue the movement in non-violence method only. But by the Chauri Chaura incident, the non-violence nature was to be turned into violence. When the movement has lost its nature, non-violence nature, that's why Gandhiji stopped the non-cooperation movement. And though Gandhiji stopped non-cooperation movement, the British government arrested Gandhiji. Of course, Gandhiji was released. He was arrested in 1922 and released in 1924. He was released from jail in 1924. But here we have to remember one incident, importantly. Total non-cooperation movement was run by the leader Gandhiji. But the same leader Gandhiji was arrested by British. Then the main important leaders, remaining leaders thought how would they continue the movement. Without Gandhiji, it was difficult to continue for them. That's why at the same time in 1922, two important leaders, one was Motilal Nehru, the father of Jawaharlal Nehru, and C.R. Chittaranjan Das. These two leaders wanted to continue the movement and they established a party called as Swaraj Party. Actually, it was called Khilafah Swaraj Party. We know the Turkish religious leader of Muslims was known as Khalifa. And when Turkey was occupied by British government promised that they are not going to occupy, that they are not going to occupy the, that they are not going to remove the Khalifa post. And that's why Khalifa was identified as the religious head of entire Muslims in the world. And though British promised the Muslims after occupying total Turkey, they did not fulfill their promise what they have given to the Turkish Muslims. And they removed Khalifa from his post. When the Khalifa post was removed, all the Muslims in the Turkey, not only in the entire world, all the Muslims revolted against British government and they pressurized British government to restore the Khalifa post. In that incident, Indians also, they stood on the side of Turkish Muslims. That's why at the same time Indians helped to Turkish Muslims by giving their support. That's why on the memorable incident of the Indians help to Turkey, same way in this incident also we are remembering, we are identifying the Turkish Muslims help. That's why it was called Khilafat Swaraj Party. Khilafat Swaraj Party was established by these two leaders, and by the leadership of these two persons, the movement of non-cooperation movement was continued. And as a result, Gandhiji was released in 1924. And afterwards, though by the non-cooperation movement, it was not continued a long time, but it could create a national spirit in the mind of all the Indians. And it brought a unity between Hindu and Muslim. So, one of the aims of this movement also bringing Hindus and Muslims close. And when Turkish Muslims were in trouble, Indians helped. And now in this movement, we also seek help from Turkish Muslims. So after this incident, after this movement, non-cooperation movement, by the force of Indians, British appointed a commission called Simen Commission. British appointed Simen Commission in 1927. Sir John Simen was the leader of this commission. So under the leadership of Sir John Simen, British government appointed a Simen Commission in 1927. But Indians did not accept Simen Commission and did not allow the commission members when they came to India in 1928. The commission was appointed in 1927, but the commission came, they landed at Lahore, which was the earlier place of India. Now it is in the part of Pakistan. And when the commission members landed at Lahore, the Punjab and from Maharashtra and from remaining parts of India, many thousands of representatives and INC leaders, number of revolutionaries, they went to the place. They went to the Lahore in order to continue their agitations, in order to express their resentment against Simen Commission. Why Indians did not accept Simen Commission was an important one here. Actually, Simen Commission was appointed by British, but our Indians asked the British government, sir, before appointing the Simen Commission, our Indians demanded Indians also should be members in the commission. But British did not give chance and did not appoint even at least one member of also from Indian side. and it did not give chance for Indians becoming members in Simen Commission. It means the commission was appointed by British with all the British members only. Then only our Indians decided. All the Britishers were in the commission. How can we expect justice to India? Definitely the commission members would give a positive report towards British and a negative report on towards our Indians. That's why Indians demanded either appointing Indians in the commission or we won't allow the commission members into India. That's why Lala Lajpat Rai and some other important leaders, they started agitation against Simen Commission when it landed at Lahore. And in the year of 1927, when the committee came into India at Lahore in the present Pakistan, in that area, Lajpat Rai and other great leaders of our India, they started agitation. And they gave a slogan, Simen, go back. With the slogan, Simen, go back, all the Indians, they shouted against British government. They did not allow the commission members into our India in order to inquire on the conditions of 1919 Rowlatt Act and Montague-Chelmsford Act, 1919 March, and Jallianwala Bagh incident in 1919 April. So, in order to discuss, in order to reveal the facts, original facts about the 3 incidents and the 2 acts, actually the commission was appointed by British. This was the main essence of, main reason of appointing commission by British. But without giving any chance to know the fact, British appointed only British representatives, England representatives. That's why our Indians rejected Simen Commission. And though when they landed at Lahore, Lajpat Rai and other leaders, they started agitation. But this was previously expected by British. That's why British government landed at Lahore with a police force, with many police force. And they asked and they ordered the police officer Sanders to take lathi charge on the mob of Indians. When immediately British police took lathi charge on the Indians, in that severe lathi charge, when the lathi charge was began, our Indians wanted to escape from the area. They ran away. But while the youth people ran away, while the even middle-aged persons also, they managed. But what about Lala Lajpat Rai, a old person? Being as an old person, he was unable to run. That's why he fell down. And when he fell down, he was severely beaten by the British police. So he was severely lathi charged by British government. That's why a patriot person, Lajpat Rai, was passed away. He was died in that incident. And when Lajpat Rai's death news was spread in the entire India, and entire Indians shocked about the death of Lajpat Rai, and they became very angry on the incident and on the activity, cruel act taken by British police officer Sanders. Lajpat Rai was not only a strong leader, and he prepared thousands of students. And when Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev Singh, suppose Rajguru, all these famous youth persons, among those some students, they were prepared by Lajpat Rai only. That's why the students became very angry on the death of their guru Lajpat Rai. That's why Bhagat Singh became very angry and he wanted to kill the responsible police officer who took lathi charge on their guru Lajpat Rai. Immediately Bhagat Singh came and he killed the Sanders, who was the police officer from British side who took lathi charge on Lajpat Rai. It means Sanders was the police officer who took lathi charge on Lajpat Rai. That's why Lajpat Rai was died. And after the incident, Bhagat Singh killed Lajpat Rai. Bhagat Singh killed the Sanders, who was the police officer responsible for the death of Lala Lajpat Rai. After the incident, British did not keep quiet. It wanted to arrest all the revolutionary people, and it ordered to catch Bhagat Singh, dead or alive. Even it announced reward also. It announced a heavy amount reward also for catching of Bhagat Singh, and even the person who is able to explain the living area of Bhagat Singh. Of course, after the incident, Bhagat Singh was underwent into the unknown places, and from that places he wanted to continue his revolutionary activities in our India in order to express his resentment against the British government cruel rule. And by this incident, Simen Commission, 1929, we have to go to the incident Purna Swaraj. Swaraj means freedom. Purna, complete. So, Purna Swaraj means complete freedom. It was announced by Nehru in the year of 1929. So, actually Indians, some part of Indians decided who was British to give freedom for India. We ourselves wanted to celebrate Independence Day. And this Purna Swaraj declaration was made by Nehru. And Nehru and other leaders decided to celebrate Independence Day on 1930 January 26th as our Independence Day. Of course, it was not possible for them. And after this incident, British wanted to conduct 3 round table conferences. So, in our next video, we are going to learn about the 3 round table conferences and what were the discussions between Gandhiji and the British representative Irwin, and how Gandhiji attended to the second round table conference, what were the decisions taken by our Gandhiji, and afterwards what happened, we are going to see in our next video. Please keep on watching, and we are going to release one more video within a short period. Thank you.